Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com. And in this really quick video tutorial, I'm going to revisit the idea of using an outside software as a service, an SaaS platform, in this case called Leaflets, to turbocharge your directory marketplace authority site or publishing platform. So for those of you who don't know, Leaflets is um, a platform that has a variety of one-page landing page style, mini sites for authors and products and newsletters and all sorts of other things that you can publish really, really affordably. Here's one that I created a while back for myself. As you can see, it's just a really simple text-based introduction to me with a link to our Mindful Marketplace platform, and then a Stripe-enabled payment page for folks to hire me to do some consulting for them, on the phone or via email. And all this is triggered via Stripe. Let's bring this up so you can see what it looks like in the wild. All right, so you can pay me here, and it comes down to this really kind of smooth and slick form, and folks can actually fill out their credit card, and via Stripe pay me super quickly and in some sort of smooth and sexy way that folks find appealing. All right, now this can be incorporated into a marketplace. Obviously, had a couple of people actually ask about this on YouTube earlier today, and not maybe serendipitously, I've also had people ask the email over the last couple of days for a good alternative to Elliot, the Elliot platform, which has gone out of business in the last week or so. So there has been some changes to the Leaflets platform since I recommended them last, and I guess it depends on your perspective whether these are good or bad changes. Most salient of those changes is a change in the publishing price. It used to be $25 per page to publish. Now it is $5 per month per page that you publish. So there's a lot lower initial cost. You can publish 20 of these bad boys and pay $100, right, in your first month, compared to $500 at 25 bucks a pop, right? But before there was no recurring cost, now there is. So this to me makes it more appealing or more attractive, at least from my perspective, to those of you who are really starting on a bootstrap budget and you want to create a marketplace where your members can have pages like this, right, all across their platforms, or I'm sorry, all across your platform, where they're getting paid, right, to via a Stripe-enabled e-commerce payment page like this one, where they would have their own name, picture, what they do, and again, they could set their own prices, and this is all linked, or this is all incorporated into your authority site, your directory, your platform, rather than having to go through some other WooCommerce product vendors or WooCommerce bookings style solution. All right, so let's really quickly. Here's another. They've come out with some other page templates since I've last covered these guys. And again, you can see all this in our community. If you're not a member, I have some written resources on how to best use Leaflets for this sort of site. But let's just show you really quickly how to do this in a really smooth and silky way. All right, so here are some of the different templates. You can set all kinds of different colors. So let's say, for an example, someone is selling a product, and you have a marketplace like we do, mindfulmarketplace.com, and you want to help them facilitate sales of their products on your platform, and you want to charge them, let's say, $500 a year to have that, to promote them on your platform. And you want to give them the ability to sell that product with a Stripe-enabled payment gateway. You take no commission, so they get all the money, but you're just charging them an upfront fee. Here's an example of what that could look like, right? So here is a clock. Let's say, again, this is just a template, or an example template. So if you purchase this, it scrolls down. You can have different types of or you could have different clocks in this case, or different models, or different sizes, or different colors, or different services. And again, when you click on that, you click on the price buttons. It just has a really nice and silky smooth scroll. Is particularly attractive, at least from my perspective, on mobile, right? And these are very, very easy to create. So you can also do one of these for a newsletter, right? So let's say you wanted to promote your members via on their profile, you have a link to their newsletter, right? This simplifies the process of doing really cool things in a creative way for your community with very low upfront costs, right? You don't need to have all these different plugins. You don't need to Frankenstein your platform in any way to accomplish this when you're using a platform like a Leaflets. You can change all the colors of these. You can do all sorts of, let's say we want to create this page. And you can see now you can start editing this. You can change the colors. Let's say I want to change it like this or like this. We're just going to scroll down and save that. Actually, I like that better. It really doesn't matter, obviously, what color we make this for the time being. You can change the profile. So here's you're changing this top piece here, and you could change this to Joe Blow. All right, so save the changes. You can change that picture. So this would be Joe Blow's picture. If Joe Blow were to have a picture, which, God, I hate coughing these days. I'm very self-conscious when I cough on video. All right, so let's go to the profile. No, we did that already. Let's go to the intro where we're going to modify all this. You could change the pictures here. I'm not going to do that. All right. You can then change the product description here. You can use markup to create links and all sorts of other stuff. Change the purchase button to read something like join now. As you can see, I already have a join here because I've done that already in another example that we're using for our platform. And the form is here, and here are the Stripe settings here. So all you're going to do is go into Stripe, public key, secret key, and for your clients, this is where you would add their public or secret key for your platform. All right, and they would get paid when this product was sold on your site. All right, you can change this. So this would be, let's say, hi at mindfulmarketplace.com. This would say Ian, let's say, for as an example. And now I would get the emails your clients, in this case I'm using myself as your hypothetical client, will be getting the email rather than you, again, solving the need for any sort of fancy pants contact forms that integrate with WP Job Manager and all that other squirrely nonsense that keeps many of us pulling our hair out all night without any relief. All right, I know many folks who I've spoken to over the last few months, and certainly many tens, if not hundreds of people over the last few years have found all the various ways of having to integrate these things into a WordPress-based platform very challenging, right? So now, in this case, if we preview this, let's get out of this. And again, I'm doing very, very little modification here. I'm just trying to show you the nuts and bolts. If you hit join here, it's going to scroll down. You could change this to 190. And now this is actually going to be charging $190 to this person's credit card using via Stripe. And all is well with the world. You can do these for book launches. I think I've covered this before, but if we get out of this, you can see. Well, actually, let's go back and let's create a new page and let's call it a book. over here. This is something that we're doing on our platform, is selling, helping our clients write books, teach courses, create content in this sort of structured way. So book landing pages are quite important to us, right? And rather than having to design something like this from the ground up, you can use a Leaflets platform and build a marketplace for books, your clients' books, right? Using Leaflets, and you're paying $5 for each one. I don't know. I mean, 20 of these will cost you $100, but you'd have 20 landing pages with book launch, pretty book launch pages for your clients. That's quite appealing. I know that from my own experience now, that people are quite impressed with these relative to what they're already using. And I can create this in literally 3 minutes. I can also outsource these to people on my side who can build one of these for $50, and we can charge a few hundred, or even charge much more using something like this in the as part of a much bigger offer. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we're offering in our Collect, Connect, and Convert platform program now is a book launch page for their books, and we're doing these using Leaflets. Again, this costs me $5, so I can pass that on to my clients and give them something they really, really like, a great looking landing page for their book launch, right? They can promote proudly to their audiences, to their readers, to their friends, their family, to their followers on social media. And for me, it's a $5 cost that I'm happy to absorb to make them happy. All right, you could do the same thing. The sky's the limit. You are only limited by your imagination. If you want some extra ideas on how to incorporate this into your brand or business, sign up for us for our community below. I have lots of PDFs and handouts on these sorts of ideas and strategies. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope this has been helpful, and have a wonderful day.